Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. It is Thursday. Oh my goodness, it is time for Things We're Making Thursday. And you might be wondering, what is that? What, pray tell, is this thing you're referring to? Well, it's a large collaboration amongst a wonderful group of people who are all making similar things with the same theme. And the reason I say similar is we're all picking something different. So the first year that Things We're Making Thursday started, everyone was making the same pattern. It was generally a free crochet pattern. But it's like a big, free, huge crochet along. That's how it started out. And everyone picked different yarns and different styles of doing things and different techniques. So even though it was generally the same pattern, it was amazing to see everyone's interpretation. So this year we are going with themes of things, and this is the last Thursday of the month, and the theme for June is garments. Yeah, okay, like what I'm wearing. I made my sweater. This particular one is the fingering weight yarn that I used, and what's the name of the pattern? This is the Premier Top Down Leaf Tee. Here's a picture of it on the Ravelry. I'll have that link down below, but this is a top that I made and absolutely enjoy this, love this. I put in some waist shaping, a little bit of waist shaping, just some extra touches to make it mine. Fun things, right? Well, for the month of June, now I've made this previously. Yeah, I didn't make it just this month, but it is something that I hand did. I did hand make it up by myself, and I tried to get another sweater done this month and fell just a little bit short. If you've been watching, if this is not your first video and you've seen some of my previous ones, you may have already seen this, but if not, I'll go ahead and show this. This is a pattern by Queensland Collection using Myrtle yarn. Myrtle is the name of the yarn, and the pattern name is Kaylee. So you've got that gorgeous lace detail on the shoulders and on the hem of the garment. So I was working as much as I possibly could, right? I do have a day job. I know, right? Something's got to pay the bills. And I was working on my top just feverishly. I have gone through 4 skeins of the Myrtle yarn already, and I needed to attach my 5th skein, so that's where I'm at the moment. And let's see, do I have my little try-on cord so I can try this thing on? I don't know. So I did get farther on that lace, quite a bit farther, because last time I was right here. Last week I was right there, right? So I did all of that this week, and that's actually a pretty good amount. There's quite a few stitches on here. Obviously it fits around the waist, you know, that type of thing. If I can find my try-on cord, if I've got one right here. Oh, look, I think I have one. That. All right. So if you're not familiar with these, you can get this on Amazon. It's called barber cord. If you have a local yarn store nearby, it's called a try-on cord. It'll be a lot cheaper on Amazon, just getting a big spool of barber cord. But it just depends on if you want to support your yarn store or Amazon, or, buy the thing on Amazon and spend your money at the yarn store. I mean, whatever. But what you do is you just shove that on and then make sure that it's not going to come off like that, because the whole thing is you don't want to lose your stitches. And I resisted buying these things for quite some time because I thought it was just a gimmick. But I'm happy I have them because it's really useful. All right, so I have that. Oh, my little feral puppy's scratching at the door because he does not like that mommy's not out there. It's like, okay, yeah, he's a feral puppy. He doesn't like it. I have my door closed. So let me see. Okay, so I've got it on the cord, so we can see that. And now I can try it on. So I'll be really, really warm. Yeah. All right. So let's see how far down we have this thing, because I have not tried it on yet. Do I have a little marker in the front? Yeah, okay. So yeah, I put a little marker in the front just so I knew front and back. Okay, so the neckline is similar. That's kind of cool. I hadn't done that before from both of them. So it has a good neckline. I'm enjoying that lace detail. I'm just going to put a couple rows on it and then bind off, since those are all live stitches. And let's see. Okay, Oh, belly roll, whatever. All right, let me see if I can tilt this down. All right, so we can see how far I've gotten. I've got about that much more to go, maybe. And it's just that lace detail that's going down at the bottom. So plenty long enough considering it's already a little bit longer than that light pink one. Okay, so that works out well. So since I am standing up, you can see right here, that line, that's where I did increases and decreases in doing that shaping. So a little bit of that. Yeah, I've got a belly roll. We all do. Well, maybe not all. And I also had that right down the back right here too. The same thing with the decrease line. And that's my attempt at tailoring, right? You know, better tailoring, trying to get my garment to fit me the way I want it to fit me. Really nice, pretty, simple. I'm gonna take it off because it's warm and 2 sweaters. Yeah, I don't want to wear 2 sweaters. But it is kind of nice to see both of them, for me personally, to see both of them together and how long this one is compared to the pink one. So I'll put those extra rounds on it to finish off that lace border, and then it's essentially done. I know I've had in the past issues with getting my sleeves done. Being that this is just pretty much I'm going to bind it off, I don't think that's going to be a problem. I think that I'm not going to have that languish. You can see that's the end of ball or skein number 4. I'll use a portion of skein 5, nowhere near all of it. I did purchase 7 skeins, so I've got plenty to make something else. And it has been suggested that I take that extra and make a top for one of my granddaughters, so then Nana and granddaughter can have matching shirts. I kind of like that idea. I really do. And I also have some sparkle too. So who knows, you know, little kids, I like sparkle, little kids like sparkle. So there is that. So that is the big push that I had this month, trying to get that sweater done. I am working on it. It's going to be real close, right? I mean, it is so close. There's a lot of stitches per round. It did grow. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Do you want to see what else grew? Because, hey, even though I was looking at sweater for garments, anything that you wear is a garment, right? So we know I'm working on my socks. I finished all of the gray that I had for these socks. All I have left is the yellow to work on and doing the toes. Look at that. So I am doing them 2 at a time. I started the yellow. It's going to have the long toe because, well, that's just all there is to it, right? That's the yarn that I have. So here's the whole sock. This will fit one of the guys in the family. I don't know which one yet because they get to choose the one that they want. As long as it fits, they can have that. Since I give out like 10 pair of socks a year, this is my first pair. It's close because I've already started to decrease on the toe for this one. Yes. So that is, to me, extremely exciting. And you can see how much of the toe I've got. And I just started doing my decreases. And I am at the same spot right here, ready to add in that yellow. So it is the exact same spot. I have both of them. It is so close to being done. Oh my gosh, these are so close. This is right there, ready. Heels, everything. I love everything about this colorway. I like the right here, that hot pop of like a neon in here. I got this at the thrift store. They were 2 partial skeins, didn't have the ball bands, partial skeins, $1 each, but I knew that together there was more than enough to make a full pair of socks. And, you know, then I'll have a little bit of a ball left over. I'm enjoying this color combination amazingly. They are wool. And I mean, look at that. You know, that's just stunning. That is such a stunning colorway. So, oh yeah. Let's see. Did you see the back of that? Let's see. So I did some twisted ribbing right there at the heel, a nice little detail. You can see kind of like an arrowhead pattern, but that is twisted ribbing. And what I did is went to the very center, did twisted rib, did 5 rows, and then expanded it out, 5 rounds, not rows, and then it kept expanding, and that's how I got that shape. So went all the way down to the heel flap, and then went ahead and worked the heel flap on that. I've got the heel flap is the slipping slip a stitch, knit, slip, and then on the reverse side, on the purl side, you slip the first stitch and purl across. That's my favorite way of doing the heel. I think a little, you know, that's just been my favorite. I think it wears well. It's comfortable. I would love to do the short row heels. I mean, I have done some, but this for a sock to me fits better. I like the other ones. I think they would be a little bit quicker, but you know, I don't know. Maybe I have odd feet. I don't know. And my family, they don't necessarily know the differences on the different ones 100%. They just wear them and like them as they are. I have a pair that I get to darn pretty soon. My daughter-in-law sent me a picture and said, "Can you fix this?" She didn't do anything wrong with it. She's had that pair for a while. They get a pair every year, and it has just worn through threadbare. There's nothing. It wasn't abused. It wasn't anything else like that. It was just well loved. And you know what? That's amazing. That's how they should be. Well loved until they're threadbare and worn out. And it wouldn't be the first pair of socks that I fixed for one of the kids that they liked their socks. I should get a little better at it. I don't know. I have seen every once in a while scrolling through Facebook or something, and you know, if I can find those links where they had people who are darning socks or fixing holes in things, whether it's embroidery, sewing, whatever, and it looks so easy and so amazing when they do that. And then I've got this threadbare, you know, big old hole in the sock, and I'm like, I know there's a way that you can weave it in or knit it in and have it, you know, strengthen that particular piece. So maybe I'll have to dig some of those things up and experiment since I have that opportunity. I don't know. So this concludes June's Things We're Making Thursday. I mean, you know, I was about ready to say I failed, but no, I didn't. I have another garment that is just about ready to be done. Chances are I'll still get it done in the month of June, just not by the last Thursday of June. So I'll still get it done in the month. And I think that's pretty impressive. I'm just going to be happy at that. There's been other things that I've worked on. There's, you know, we all have lives outside of knitting and crocheting. I know we don't like to talk about that, but we do. And I'm pretty pleased to have gotten that completed. And I know I did some other stuff that I don't get to show until July. But you know, I'm just having a blast. Did you make things for Things We're Making Thursday? Are you even part of this? Did you know about this? Let me know. I'm just kind of curious as to how far that reach is. Who's making what's your color choices, what's your pattern choice, you know, all that stuff. If it's involving crafts, man, I'm all over it. I'm like all kinds of nosy. Yeah, it's kind of like if you go to a yarn store, or I don't care, you know, Joann or Michael's or Hobby Lobby or wherever you're buying your yarn. I'm just saying, if you go and you see somebody else picking up stuff, do you ask them what they're going to make? Do you just like go interrupt their like Zen moment as they're trying to play with their yarn? I do. Yeah, I do. I can't help it. You know, I can look up and down every single aisle and look at all the single balls of yarn, or, you know, all the different racks and everything. And I have my own dreams and I get excited, which it's obvious. I know it's obvious. But it doesn't stop me from wanting to know what somebody else is going to do with it. And the reason being is, you have that when you ask somebody, you get that opportunity to see things through their eyes. So something that you already thought was pretty, I mean, it's yarn, it's pretty. When you see it through somebody else's eyes, it can just like elevate it so much so. You know, you're like, oh, I never thought of it like that. That's amazing. And you hear that creativeness that the other person may have. I can't help it. I can't help it. It's sometimes I have to, you know, zip my lip. No. It's a community. It's one of those things that used to embarrass my daughter to no end. It's like, Mom, are you talking to them? Do you even know them? Well, no, but this is how you get along. Yeah. So she used to get really, really embarrassed with that. It's okay. It's okay. That's how Mom is. Well, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. And I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.